guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I would like to read an article entitled Automobile Insurance Guide. Automobile insurance protect you financially by paying the other driver's car repair and medical bills if you cause an accident. Depending on the kind of coverage you have, it can also pay for the repair or replace your car if it's damaged or stolen. Texas has a consumer bill of rights for auto insurance. Your insurance company will give you a copy of the bill of rights when you get a renew policy. Is auto insurance required? Texas law requires drivers to show proof they can pay for the accident they cause. Most drivers do this by buying auto liability insurance. Liability insurance pays to replace the other driver's car or other damages property and pays other people's medical expenses when you are at fault in an accident. If you still owe money on your car, your lender will require you to have collisions and comprehensive coverage. Types of auto coverage. There are 8 basic auto insurance coverage. You can choose whether to buy the others. Liability coverage pays you to repair the other driver's car if you caused the accident, its passenger's medical bill, and some other expenses. Texas law requires you to have at least $30,000 of coverage for injuries per person, up to a total of $60,000 per accident, and $25,000 of coverage for property damage. This is called 30-60-25 coverage. Think about buying more liability coverage. The minimum liability limits may be too low if you cause a multi-vehicle accident or the other driver's car is totaled. If you don't have enough liability coverage to pay for damages and injuries you cause, you may have to pay the rest of your own pocket. The other driver could sue you. Collisions coverage pays to repair or replace your car after an accident. Comprehensive other than collisions coverage pays if your car is stolen or damaged by fire, flood, vandalism, or something other than a collision. Medical payment coverage pays you and your passenger's medical bill. It also pays if you are hurt while riding in someone else's car or while walking on biking. Personal injury protections VIP coverage is similar to medical payment coverage. It pays you your passenger's medical bills, but it also pays to things like lost wages and other non-medical costs. All auto policies in Texas include VIP coverage. If you don't want it, you must tell the company in writing. Uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage pays if you are hit by someone who didn't have insurance or didn't have enough to pay your medical and car repair bills. It also pays if you are in a hit and run accident. Insurance companies must offer you this coverage. If you don't want, you must tell the company in writing. Towing and labor coverage pays to your car if it cannot be driven. It also pays for labor to change a flat tire or jump-start your battery. Rental reimbursement coverage pays you for you to rent a car if yours is stolen or being repaired after an accident. Some policies also pays for taxis or ride-hailing services. Who's covered? Most policies cover you, your family, and people driving your car with your permissions. Ask your agent or read your policy to know who your policy covers and if anyone is excluded from coverage. What does my policy cover? Coverage vary by policy and depend on the types of coverage you choose. This table shows some of the right most policies do and don't cover. Read your policy, or talk to your agent to be sure of your exact coverages. Most policies cover. Most policies don't cover damage to your car because of fire, hail, theft, flood, flying gravel, or hitting an animal. If you have comprehensive coverage accident that happens while you are driving, a ride-hailing service, or delivering food or other items for a fee. Accident that happen while you are someone covered by your policy is driving a rental car. Accidents that happens while you are driving a car that doesn't belong to you, but you could use regularly, like a company-owned car. Accidents that happens while you are driving in other states and Canada, equipment not permanently installed in your car. Your attorney fees if you are sued because of an accident. Accidents that happen while you are driving in Mexico, driving for business or racing. Car repair, lost wages and medical and funeral bills to the owner, driver, and passengers if you cause an accident, damages that you are caused intentionally. What happens if I buy a new car? Is it covered? If you get a new car, your currently insurance will automatically cover it for about 20 days. The type of coverage depends on whether the car is an additional or replacement car. An additional car gets the same coverage as the car with the most coverage on your policy. A replacement car gets the same coverage as the car it replaces on your policy. Tell your company about a new car as soon as you can to avoid a lapse in coverage. Am I covered if I am driving someone else's car? Rental agencies offer damages waivers and liability policies. The damage waiver is not insurance. It is an agreement that the rental agency won't charge you for damage to car you rent. You probably don't need the rental agency liability policy. Your own auto policy will usually cover you while you are driving a rental car for personal use. It probably won't cover you if you are driving the rental car for work, however. Before you rent a car, ask your agent whether you need the rental agency liability policy and damage waiver. Borrow cars. If the owner doesn't have the insurance or doesn't have enough to pay for the damages and injuries you caused, your insurance will pay. If you don't own a car but borrow a car often, you can buy a non-owner liability policy that pays for damages and injuries you cause to other people while driving a borrowed car. It doesn't pay for your injuries or damage to the car you are driving. If you borrow a car from a repair shop, your liability insurance will pay for damages to the car. It will also pay for other people's injuries and damages. If you are at fault in accidents, check your liability limits to make sure they are enough to pay for the damages. I'm driving into Mexico. Am I covered? Mexico doesn't recognize American auto policies. Some companies offer endorsement for short trip into Mexico, but the coverage may not meet Mexico's legal requirement. If you are driving into Mexico, you should buy a Mexican liability insurance policy. Some Texas agents sell them. Your agent will be able to help you find an agent who does. Deductibles and dollar limits. You must meet a deductible for some types of claims. You must pay a deductible for collisions, comprehensive, and uninsured or underinsured motorist claims. A deductible is the amount of a claim that you must pay yourself. For instance, if you have $1,500 collisions claim and your policy has a $500 collisions deductible, the insurance company will deduct $500 from your claim amount and pay you $1,000. You don't have to pay a deductible claims against another driver's insurance company. So that's all the article. Don't forget to watch my next video, and also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.